Hello and welcome to Chile. This is Rich Payne's Polar Stamina 180. Now, elephant in the room, I'm not Rich. He's pretty knackered after a solid day's riding. Are you still alive, Rich?
Yeah.
That will do. Need some elixir of life in him, I reckon. So this bike is 29-inch wheeled front and back with 180mm of travel. Rich himself is, in my opinion, the best height, 6 foot on the nose or 183 centimeters. So this is actually a medium. At 6 foot, you could ride a medium, you could ride a large. The reach is 480 with a 455 rear end, and it is made from machined aluminum. So pretty cool piece of kit. And to match those progressive measurements is a very progressive head tube angle, 63.5 degrees, which is paired to an ultra steep seat tube. So the effective angle is a staggering 80 degrees. So this bike is fairly new to Rich, and it is on the cutting edge of progressive geometry. So there hasn't been too much tinkering going on in regards to offset bushings and whatnot. The linkage itself really is a thing of beauty. That no welds machined look is really staggering, especially in the flesh. There isn't a down tube protector, it being a very dense aluminium, it probably doesn't need one, and no mud guards. Can't imagine why. So for just hammering out the bike park laps, Rich is just going with a water bottle and cage, but I think for the Andes Pacifico next week, there will be some spare parts strapped here and there on the bike. The wheels on the bike are Mavic Deemax, which, for those who know the history of the sport, really know what heritage that wheel set has. These Deemax Pro wheels have a UST tubeless rim that is 28mm wide internally. They use 24 straight pull Zicro spokes in a combination of radial and crossed patterns. They're burly enough to handle anything the Andes can throw at them. So let's see if these wheels sound as good as they look. Let's getting it up to a rolling boil. Oh, quite nice. Quite a high tone. A bit like a buzz, but yeah, really cool. So Rich is running the Vittoria Mota tyres in the Enduro casing, which is nice and thick with that teardrop protection, and they're in a 2.35. What pressures are you running, Rich?
It's 23 in the front, 25 in the rear, and I've got inserts front and rear as well.
Oh, lovely job. What brand are the inserts?
Vittoria.
Smashing. So it being a long travel 29er, he certainly wants a burly fork. So he's running a Rockshox Lyrik in the front. What pressure and tokens are you running, Rich?
There's 75 PSI and 4 tokens, buddy.
Sweet, and in the back, he's actually got a custom tuned by Tim Flukes of Sram himself, Rockshox Super Deluxe. And the pressures, bud?
165 and 2 tokens, mate.
Well, there you have it from the man himself. Now, these shocks do come equipped with a climbing switch should you need it, although with one of these chairlifts, might not be called for today. To match the burly build, we've got the Code RSC brakes with 200mm rotors front and back, and he's running sintered pads. So the bars are cut to 760, and they are SRAM Descendant bars, paired with a 35mm clamp SRAM Descendant stem in a 14mm. Now, Rich, is there anything particularly special about your setup?
Yes, mate. I actually like my levers at 38 degrees.
38 degrees.
And I've even got, I like fatter grips because I've got fairly big hands.
Oh, perfect. You might also note he's running a Crankbrothers dropper actuated by this Crankbrothers lever just here. So the saddle is an Ergon SM Pro, and the drop of the Crankbrothers Highline 7-seat post is 170mm. For the pedals are a fairly well-loved set of Mallet E Enduro Crankbrothers pedals. For the drivetrain, Mr. Bling Bling himself is running the Sram Gold Eagle. So that's a 10 to 50 tooth range on the back of the cassette paired to a 32 tooth chainring. And he's also got the STFU silencer. Does it work, Rich?
Hell yeah, it does, bud.
Sounds pretty good. Or maybe it doesn't sound at all, that's the point, I guess. So a full complement of EXO in regards to the derailleur and shifter, with some EXO cranks that come in at 170mm. He'll be reaching for the dry lube this week, no surprises with the huge amount of dust kicking about. For the chain device is a very minimalist setup from OneUp. If you actually look the way it's secured to the frame, it's not done via ISCG tabs, and it looks really, really smart. So there is how to spec an enduro bike to handle anything the Andes can throw at it. I don't know if I can say the same of Mr. Richard Payne himself. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and please follow us on your social media of choice, Instagram, YouTube, wherever we're there. Thanks, guys, and don't forget to like and subscribe. You all good, Rich?
Can you tow me to the pub now, please?
I think it's time to go home.